Hello students, in previous lecture we completed exercise till 1.10 exercise. Okay, today we will continue from exercise 1.11. So let's begin. Okay, in exercise 1.11 they give statement that if we rub the wool with polythene. Okay, yes, polythene. Then there will be transfer of 3 into 10 raised to minus 6 coulomb charge, and that is negative charge. So here Q will be 3 into 10 raised to minus 7 coulomb charge. Okay, so we have to find the number of electron and find also that either mass will be transferred or not. Okay, so Q is 3 into 10 raised to minus 7. Okay, so from equation of quantization, charge of body will be N into E. So we have to find the number of electrons. So N will be Q upon E. Now Q is what? Q is charge of body. Okay, so actually I write here small q, but it's okay. Q equal to 3 into 10 raised to minus 7, and E is charge of electrons, so 1.6 into 10 raised to minus 19, approximately, sorry, 1. What? Yes, 1.8 into 10 raised to plus 12. Okay, it's a number, so it doesn't have any charge. Now we have to find another thing, that either transfer of mass or what exactly transfer of mass. So mass will be what? See, charge always comes with mass. So if you find that there is some transfer of charge, then there will surely transfer of mass. So mass will be what? Mass will be exactly the mass of the electron that transfer from one body to another body. So here transfer of mass will be transfer of mass, that is equal to N into Me. That is mass of electron into number of electron that transfer from one body to another body. So number of electron that transfer is 1.8 into 10 raised to 12. So 1.8 into 10 raised to 12, that is the number of electron transfer from one body to another body, and Me, that is the mass of one electron, and that is 9.1 into 10 raised to minus 31. Okay, so your answer will be 1.7 into 10 raised to 19 kg. Okay, students, this is the example exercise 1.11, in which you have to find the number of electron and mass with transfer from one body to another body. Now we will see exercise 1.12. Okay. In 1.12, they ask that there are two charge A and B separated by 50 centimeter, and both have same charge 6.5 into 10 raised to minus 7 coulomb, and we have to find the force. Okay, and in another case we have to double the charge and half the distance, and then in second case again we have to find the force. Okay, so now, okay, we have two charge, that is QA and QB, and the value of both are same, and that is 6.5 into 10 raised to minus 7 coulomb. Okay, both are separate meter, so R will be 50 centimeter. So convert it into meter, that will give you 0.5 meter. Okay, to find the force, this is our first case. So force will be we know the Coulomb's law, so apply it. K QA QB upon R square. So 9 into 10 raised to 9 into Q and QB both are same, so we will write 6.5 into 10 raised to minus 7 whole square. Divide by what? 0.5 meter, so 0.5 whole square. Okay, so separate it, simplify it, and it will give you the answer 15.21 into 10 raised to minus 3 Newton. This is for our first case. In second case, okay, in second case we have to double the charge. So QA dash will be 2 QA and QB dash will be 2 QB. So and distance, distance R dash will be half, so that will R by 2. Now again we have to find force. So F equal to F dash, okay? So F dash. So F dash will be Q K Q dash A Q dash B divided by R dash. Now Q dash A is 2 QA, Q dash B is 2 QB, and R dash is here R dash square. So here R dash is R by 2 square. So this will become K QA QB, and 2 into 2 4. In denominator we have R square by 4. So this denominator's 4 will again comes to denominator, and this will become 16. So that is 16, and this is 4. K QA QB upon R square, that is F. In F, so apply here the value which we get in first case. So 16 into 15.21 into 10 raised to minus 3. So calculate it. This will give you our answer. Okay. So this is exercise 1.12, in which we have to find the Coulomb's force. Okay, in both case. Now we will see exercise 1.13, students. Okay. In exercise 1.13, they give us two sphere A and B separated by 50. Same charges as in C last 12, 6.5 10 raised to minus 7. Now here QA equal to QB, that is 6.5 into 10 raised to minus 7 coulomb. Okay, and distance between them 15 centimeter. So again convert it into meter, give you 0.5 meter. We don't have to find, give one condition, and that is what we have to connect another okay with initially sphere B sphere, and after that we have to find the force between A and B sphere. So when chargeless sphere, chargeless C connect with A, so we find the charge for both A and C will be QA plus QC divided by 2. Okay, so QA have charge 6.5 into 10 raised to minus 7 plus QC. See, we already write here the chargeless, so it doesn't carry any charge, divided by 2, so answer will be 3.25. Okay, yes, 3.25 into 10 raised to minus 7 coulomb. So when we connect the charges here C with A, we get the charge 3.25 on. Now sphere with B. So in this case we get Q2 charge on each sphere, that will be QB plus QC divided by 2. So here QB is same 6.5 into 10 raised to minus 7. But remember, now C is not chargeless. It have some charge, that is 3.25 10 raised to minus 7. So plus 3.25 into 10 raised to minus 7 divided by 2. So it will give you charge 4.875 into 10 raised to minus 7 coulomb. Okay. Now we have to find the force between A and B. Okay, so when we connect the chargeless sphere A, charge of A will, when we connect B, charge of B will be changed. So now the charge of A and B both change, and now we have to find the force between them. So force will be what? K QA QB upon R square. So K, but now QA is what? QA is 0.5 into 10 raised to minus 7 into QB is now 4.875 into 10 raised to minus 7 divided by distance between them is 0.5 meters, so 0.5 square. So simplify it and you will get the answer 5.7 into 10 raised to Newton. Students, so you have to calculate 1.30. In this you have find obviously force between two charge, but before finding force you have to find the charge when each sphere connect with another sphere C which was chargeless. Now students, we have to find, we are going to learn exercise 1.40. That is actually theoretical type exercise in which you give figure okay, in exercise 1.14 you have to give the sign for this 1, 2, 3 and charge, either they are positive or negative, and you have to say that which charge have maximum, means E by M ratio. Okay, here you can see that from figure is positive, this side is negative, are attracted by positive side. That means 1 and 2 are attracted by what? Positive side. So 1 and 2 are negative, and 3 is positive. Obviously 3 is attracted by negative side. Okay, in initial lecture I told you that only opposite charge have attraction. Okay, same charge will be, we can say that this 1 and 2 are attracted towards positive, so they are negative. 3 is attracted towards negative side, so 3 will be positive side. Okay, and now you have to say the maximum ratio for E by M ratio maximum for what? So answer will be third charge. Okay, because the deviation of 3 will be maximum, so ratio of E by M is depend on deviation. So charge by mass ratio will be maximum for third charge. Okay, it's a easy numerical. Now we will see one point. Okay students, in 1.15 they give you the value of electric field, that is 10 raised to 3 Newton per coulomb. Now we have two cases. In first case we have to find the electric flux. Okay, we have to find electric flux, and that is passing from YZ plane, XYZ axis. In x-axis there is x-axis is direction of electric field. Now Y and Z axis there is a plane having dimension 10 centimeter. Okay, so the area vector for this surface area vector will be also in. So here if we have to find the electric flux, then we can apply the formula A. Now we have the value for electric field is 3 into 10 raised to 3, but we have to find the area. So side, or you can say length, is 10 centimeter, that is 0.1 meter. So area will be 0.1 meter square. Okay, so here we can write 0. So this will be 3 into 10 raised to minus 2. So answer, this is the electric flux passing from the area of 10 centimeter length. Now we have to find electric flux when this area is inclined at about 60 degree. Area inclined at 60 degree. So in this case we have to find flux. So flux A cos theta. Okay, actually flux is what? It's the dot product of electric field and area. So E dot A will be EA cos theta. So now again E dot A cos theta, we have to find the flux. So flux EA is actually 30. So we write 30, and cos angle is 60. So cos 60. So 30 EA is 30. We find here actually EA. Then cos 60 is 1 by 2. So answer will be 50. This is the flux passing from 10 area 0.1 meter square, but in if it is parallel to the E axis, then electric. Okay, students. Now we will see exercise 1.16. Okay, in exercise 1.16 they give us that this is related to 15. Exercise 1.16 is related with this exercise, but okay, in exercise, if length will be 20 instead of 10 centimeter, and we put any cube in electric field. Okay, so this is what direction of electric field, and we put a cube in it having 20 centimeter length. Okay, so if we put any cube in this electric field, what the electric flux here in this direction and opposite of it, electric flux we obtain, but for upper side this and backward side we will not find any electric flux. Now see, for this direction electric flux we find, but same value and direction opposite in backward side. So here value of flux will be 0. I flux will be 0 for cube, because let's say this is 1 and this is 2. So value of flux in one direction is exactly but opposite in second direction. So flux will be 0. Okay, and rest four side don't have any kind of flux because they are parallel. So they don't produce any kind of electric flux. So here change in length doesn't affect to value of electric flux. Okay students, so in today's lecture we are now finishing. In next lecture we will continue from exercise 1.17.